Hey, what's up, gang? Jasper Gonzo here. Another episode of What's Next. Lt.Col Stuart Scheller. Remember him? The guy who, 17-year Marine veteran who decided to step up and call out the military brass, his uppers, for basically their effing debacle of Afghanistan, which of course was led by our wonderful, most ethically voted in president in the history of these United States. You know, that wonderful guy, Dementia Joe. Yeah, that clown. So Stuart Scheller decided to speak out and to say, you guys need to take accountability to be responsible for the clown show that occurred in Afghanistan. So when you have someone like General Mark Miley, who is the head of the Joint Chiefs, who runs around and says, well, you know what? The problem is pronouns. The problem is who white rage. The problem is this, that, and the other, climate change, whatever the flavor is, but not looking in the mirror and says the problem is you. You're what's the problem. The Joint Chiefs are the problem. When you have a military that is run by social media wins, and I mean win like, not wins and losses, that's a problem. That's a fucking severe problem. But now we have an update regarding Lt.Col Stuart Scheller. He was recently released from the brig. I think it was about a week, 10 days ago. He's been sitting home with his family ever since, waiting to see when the next shoe was going to drop, and drop it did. Let's take a look. This comes out of the Blaze. Military drops hammer on Lt.Col Scheller, announces 6 charges over criticism of commanders. As you can see him right there. The United States military plans to drop the hammer on Lt.Col Stuart Scheller, the Marine officer who criticized top military commanders for the role they played in the botched withdrawal of Afghanistan, or as we like to call it, the CLUSTERFU. Details. The Marine Corps really revealed last week that Scheller has been formally charged with 6 violations of the Uniform Code of Military Justice and will be tried before a special court martial. Yes, you're going to court martial the guy who basically told you to take responsibility and accountability for your ignorant actions, but court martial it is. The charges against Scheller include Marine Corps violations of Article 88, contempt towards officials. Article 89, disrespect towards superior commissioned officers. Article 90, willful disobeying a superior commissioned officer. Article 92, dereliction of performance of duties. That's rich, being that the guy had 17 years unblemished record in the Marine Corps. Yeah. Article 92, failure to obey order or regulation. Article 133, conduct unbecoming an officer and a gentleman. Captain Sam Stevenson, spokesman for the Training Education Command, suggested the charges are directly related to Scheller's violation of military chain of command by airing his grievances on social media. I don't see anything regarding social media in any of those 6 articles. Must be new. Quote, in the military, there are proper forms to raise concern with the chain of command. True. Captain Stevenson told the Marine Corps Times. In a general sense, not specific to any case, posting to social media criticizing the chain of command is not the proper manner in which to raise concerns with the chain of command and may, depending on the circumstances, constitute a violation of the Uniform Code of Military Justice. See what he said at that last final sentence. May, depending upon circumstances. Scheller was released from military jail last Tuesday. He was sent to the brig for a pretrial confinement after allegedly violating a gag order that ordered him to stop publicly discussing his case. Why so tough? Scheller's in hot water not only for publicly criticizing his commanders, but for repeated embraces of the word revolution, according to legal documents leaked and task and purpose. Excuse me. However, Tim Palatori, one of Scheller's attorneys, told Task and Purpose that Scheller has never advocated for actual violence. Quote, at no time has Lieutenant Colonel Scheller ever advocated for any violence to overthrow the government or any insurrection. He does believe that there needs to be a change in leadership, both militarily, politically, which is what he was referring to in all these things. The military is also reportedly upset over Scheller's promise to, quote, file charges against Marine General Kenneth McKenzie Jr., the head of the U.S. Central Command, over the terrorist attack outside the Kabul airport in August that resulted in the deaths of 13 U.S. service members, 12 Marines, 1 Navy, and 169 Afghan civilians. Scheller's next hearing is scheduled for October 14th at Camp Lejeune in North Carolina, according to Task and Purpose. My thoughts. Fact of the matter is that Scheller is being the scapegoat here. You want to talk about a guy getting raked over the coals with 6 charges against the Military Code of Justice. That one, dereliction of duty, that's hilarious. That is hilarious. Failure to obey order or regulation. Now, you could say that after he was told, put on a gag order, and he continued to speak outside of that gag order. Okay. But now you're going to throw this guy under the bus and run him over 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times because of your dereliction of duty. Higher ups, because of your failure to obey orders, for your conduct unbecoming an officer and a gentleman, for your CLUSTERFU in Afghanistan that cost the lives of 13 U.S. service members. But he's the bad guy because he spoke up and said, have some balls, take some ownership, responsibility, accountability for your actions. But he's the bad guy. Yeah, because that's fair. Why you got a dementia-riddled old man running around who doesn't know what day it is, giving orders, telling private businesses, to force his employees, take the poke or show us your papers. But that's okay. And with that being said, I'm Jazz Berganzo. This is What's Next. Want to see more just like this? Please leave a comment below. Like it, share, subscribe to it. Hit the notification bell so you never miss a thing. And we will see you guys next time. Peace. Hey guys, thanks for watching. Appreciate you as always. Let me know what you think. Any questions, suggestions, things that I've missed. And we'll catch you guys next time.